every coach and consultant will absolutely resonate with this. You're going through a discovery call or some sort of a introduction meeting. Prospect is nodding, they smile, they keep saying this sounds interesting, and yet at the end they don't buy. It's not because your coaching or consulting isn't good. It's because your offer isn't doing the heavy lifting for you. Here's the truth. Prospects don't buy during a sales meeting. Sales meeting simply is the warm up session. The real heavy lifting is not done in the sales meeting. Sales meeting is just to get them ready. But what makes them actually say a yes is your offer. If your offer is designed to make them feel emotionally safe, logically certain, they'll hesitate no matter what, but they'll still go ahead and make the sale because the only way for a person to make a decision is to make them realize that this is the right decision for them. So, in this episode, we are going to deep dive and I'm going to tell you how to create an offer that actually sells itself. You'll learn 5 powerful principles that can turn your coaching offer into something people genuinely want to buy. By the end of the episode, you will know exactly how to create irresistible clarity around your promise, position transformation as a hero, differentiate your offer authentically, make your offer undeniable, your value undeniable, and most importantly, how to turn client results into conversion assets for you, for your business. And every point in this episode gets deeper than the last point. So stay back till the end, and I'll show you exactly how to make your offers so magnetic to the right audience. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of The Business of Coaches, a podcast for the coach in you by the coach in me about the coaching community and the business of coaching. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel or you're following the podcast on the application of your choice where you're listening to this episode. If you want to increase the newsletter list of your brand organically, learn effective ways to sell to your community, generate predictable profits, and grow your coaching business. I'm Manish Ahuja, your host, and I'm a business positioning, marketing, and sales coach. I can help you start a business of your dreams, market it authentically, sell with empathy, and scale any business through systems and not stress. So, if that sounds interesting, let's get started. This episode has been made possible by the Brand Marketing Masterclass, which is my masterclass. More details about it later in the episode. The first thing that I want you to do when you're designing an offer is focus on the single irresistible promise. Let's start with the foundation and let me tell you about what this is. If you confuse, you lose. Remember this principle. Your offer needs to make one single irresistible promise that's so easy to visualize and even easier to desire. When people see your offer, they should instantly know what is in it for me, how will it make me look different, feel different, how will it make my life different, and what is the benefit that I'm going to get out of this. A single clear promise reduces decision fatigue. It helps people picture the outcome, and visualization triggers a prompt positive purchase decision. For example, if you're a fitness coach, you can promise something like lose 5 kgs in 6 weeks without ever starving yourself. If you're a career coach, you will say something on the lines of land your next dream job in 90 days, even if you're not the best candidate on paper. A mindset coach could say, finally break the overthinking cycle in just 30 days. Are you seeing a pattern? Each promise is concrete, measurable, and emotionally appealing. The more specific your promise, the stronger will be your conversion, and that's guaranteed. But to make it all the more powerful, add the second point to your offer and emphasize transformation over tactics. Your client does not buy your methods, they buy their future. They don't care about the number of sessions, the worksheets, the Zoom calls, the courses that you give them. They only care about what happens after they start working with you. Your offer must feel like a bridge between where they are right now and where they want to be. When you emphasize on transformation, not tactics, your audience sees the possibility. When you emphasize on the tactics, they start seeing homework, which is very boring for everybody. Let me give you examples and make this point clear. Instead of saying 6 modules on social media management growth, you just have to say build a magnetic online presence that attracts your clients even while you are asleep. Simple. Instead of saying 8 therapy sessions, just say reclaim emotional peace without spending years in therapy. Let me give you one more example. We'll work on your mindset does not work. What actually works is You'll finally stop second guessing yourself and make bold, confident decisions. It's all about being the bridge. Make the future more vivid than the present. Once you manage to do that, people will buy from you in seconds. Before we move forward, let me tell you a little bit about the brand marketing masterclass. This is a 90-minute free masterclass that I conduct where you will learn how to position your coaching business, design your funnel, build a brand the right way. If you're a coach who wants to grow authentically and profitably, this masterclass is literally designed for you because everything that I teach you, I am implementing in my own business. So I am literally sharing my cheat sheet with you. Seats are limited, so make sure that you register right now. And you can register by scanning the QR code that you see on your screen, or you will find the link to register in the show notes and description of the episode. If you're listening to us, you'll find the link in the show notes. So, and if you're watching us, I hope you've scanned the QR code and you've registered by now. The third point that I want you to focus on when you're designing your offer is make sure that your product is unique. Now that your promise and transformation is clear, let's talk about the uniqueness of your offer. Because no matter how crowded your niche feels, your story, your approach, and your mechanism can make any offer stand out. Ask yourself, what do I do differently that gets people the results that they get? Maybe it's your framework, maybe it's your lived experience, maybe it's the way you simplify a complex concept. The uniqueness that becomes your mechanism is the reason why your offer works and other people's offer does not as effectively. Example, a productivity coach who uses neuroscience backed micro habit stacking instead of just goal setting. Now, this may seem too technical for non uh, target audience, but for target audience, they'll immediately be able to connect the dots. A relationship coach can blend attachment theory and spiritual healing. A business coach who focuses on emotionally driven sales and not manipulation. Every coach has some unique mechanism or method. You just need to design yours, and once you have that on paper, make sure that you talk about it all the time. When you define your mechanism clearly, your offer does not depend or compete on price. It competes on the power that transformation that only you or your method can bring in the life of your prospects. Before we go deeper, take 5 seconds and like this video or leave a 5-star rating on the podcast application where you're listening to this episode. It literally takes just a moment of your time, but it helps this episode to reach thousands of other coaches who need this. Thank you so much for supporting this show. The fourth point that I want you to focus on to build an irresistible offer is the stacked value proposition. Now, how does this work? Now, visualize your offer. Your uniqueness is in place. It's now the right time for you to stack or start stacking all the value. Your goal is simple. Make the perceived value of your offer so high that saying no feels harder than saying yes. So, how do you do this? You just have to do this by adding layers of support, bonuses, resources that directly reduce hesitation. Stacking value does not mean you are just adding fluff. It's about adding relevance. This is where your prospect understands that, oh, this person really feels for me. This person is genuine about the entire business. This person actually understands what I will need, and they feel calm about making a decision. If your offer promises transformation, each added element should feel like a shortcut, an accelerator, or an insurance policy for success. For example, a content coach could include plug and play templates for real time feedback. A career coach could add personal LinkedIn audit or mock interviews. A wellness coach could provide a support group with weekly accountability calls. Depending on your niche, depending on your audience, depending on the problem that you're solving, your value stacking would look very unique. Each layer you add should make the client think this covers everything I need. Do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel where you're watching this video right now, or just make sure that you're following the podcast on the application where you're listening to this episode, because if you're enjoying this, the next episode is going to be an absolute game changer where I'm going to talk to you about how do you write content that converts clients. Imagine your prospect is already absolutely interested to know more about your business, your offer, your coaching, even before they enter your sales meeting. How do you do that? By creating content which is so appealing to your target audience that you just find them to come to you as really hot leads. All of that magic happens through your writing and your content. And how do you do that? I share that secret in the next episode, so make sure that you are subscribed. The fifth point is a very powerful one, and which is social proof is an absolutely unavoidable evidence. Now the deal is very close. You've already spoken about your offer. How's your product special? What are the kind of value that you'll get stacked, and what is making your product unique? Now is the time when you actually help your audience to start making decisions quickly. No matter how good you are with your words, nothing sells better than your results. When people see others who walk the same path and achieve the success that you promise, that builds instant credibility. Social proof is not like a nice to have, it's unavoidable in today's times. It's evidence that your offer actually works. And there are so many ways to do this: client stories, testimonials, screenshots, data, video clips, before and after results. Let me just give you a few examples. Show a case study from 0 to 10 clients in 45 days. If this is something that one of your past participants has had, just show this to them. Share a message from a client who overcame a self doubt through your framework. Compile multiple 10-second clips of happy clients saying what changed for them through your coaching program or through your consulting. Because when others say you are great, people believe it more when as compared to when you say this. If this episode has given you clarity, and it's now time when I would like to hear from you. Which point was the most powerful for you? Drop your thoughts, feedback. If you disagree to something, let me know that also in the comments below. Let me know what are your challenges that you are facing in your business and you would want me to cover those challenges in some of the future episodes. Your feedback will help me improve every single episode for you. So let me know what are your thoughts, and I promise to do the best based on the feedback that you give me. Let me give you a quick recap of all the 5 points that I've mentioned in this episode. Make sure that your offer is making a single irresistible promise, emphasizing on transformation and not tactics, defining a unique mechanism which is absolutely unique to your offer, your product, your coaching, your consulting. Stack all the value together and make a unique offer, and use social proof as an unavoidable evidence to make sure that your prospect feels absolutely comfortable to make that purchase decision. Each of these principles add a layer of trust, clarity, and desire, and when combined together, they just make your offer impossible to ignore. Remember, your sales meeting only warms up the prospect, but it's your offer that closes the deal. So never take offer for granted. In fact, put maximum amount of time and effort in creating an offer which is fantastic. Make your offer clear, transformational, unique, valuable, and absolutely backed by evidence, and you'll never have to convince anybody to buy again. This is what I had to share with you in today's episode. The Brand Marketing Masterclass is open for your registration. You learn actionable strategies in 90 minutes: business positioning, funnel marketing, brand building. I give you practical examples at every stage. If you are still here, it means that this episode resonated with you at some level. Maybe you learned something new, or maybe you just got value for your time. Please leave a like to this video and give a 5-star rating if you're listening to us on a podcast application. This takes literally just a few seconds but helps me reach to more people who can need this. Check the show notes of this episode to get links to multiple aspects of my social media presence. I also do a daily newsletter which you can see on your screen right now, but you'll also find all the links. You could also choose to subscribe to my WhatsApp community, my WhatsApp channel, or my Telegram channel as per your preference, and you'll get updates of all the episodes that I create directly on WhatsApp. If you'd like to see more about the BTS, behind the scenes, or want a sneak peek of how am I building my personal brand, my coaching business, make sure that you follow me on Instagram, because I'm creating daily content on that platform at the moment. Thank you for staying with me till the end. I really appreciate your commitment to learning and wanting to grow and expand your business of coaching profitably. If you've reached till this point in the episode, please, and if you've not made a comment yet, just comment the word transformation so I know you listen to this episode all the way till the end, and I'll know exactly who you are. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, please take good care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Keep going, keep growing.